So we're back. Interchange just performed a perfect 3-point superhero landing plus explosion. Um, Archon and Acid are posted up outside of a door on the target building, and Ascend is well, it's getting hot in here. Um, what's the dealio? Who wants to jump into action first here?
Let's push
Well,
open
we
the
just
door.
had high action. Yeah, let's go back to the roof.
Excellent. So you guys are outside this door. What would you like to do?
I'm putting
Uh,
on my ballistic mask.
Okay,
I think I will do the same, actually.
not a bad idea. You guys payday
Uh,
up, even though it's a little late
yep.
for that.
Well, they've not
Well,
seen. Well, only one person has seen us. In
Yeah,
fairness.
I was being unconspicuous on the street, and then there was suddenly someone shooting at us in the stairwell.
Suddenly gangland ultraviolence. Yes.
I mean, in all fairness, I have got like a sword strapped to my back, 2 guns at my side, and then a bunch of throwing knives and a couple of grenades. So when you see me, you see me. Yeah, I'm gonna basically take the pistol and push the door open slowly.
You do that. I'm gonna walk behind you.
All right. Can you guys give me reaction plus intuition tests?
Yes, especially initiative.
Yeah, looking for 3.
That's. Oh, what am I doing? 8. Um, oh,
Well, that is truly lucky.
yeah.
So you guys
For
will,
who?
for both of you actually, you guys will hear a subtle click as something is pulled from a receptacle on the other side of this door as you push it open, and you are not surprised, but you have a fraction of a second to do something.
I
I'm
jump
gonna dive to the side.
between something and the thing, preferably a wall. In a pinch, Archon will also do.
I mean, I'm literally going to like full on dive to the side. Like, if we're in front of the door now, and there's an explosive that's going to come flying outwards, is what I'm thinking. I'm just at least to the side, like, out the way ish.
Sadly, yes, there was an explosive that just went off. It was a flashbang, and you guys were able to make
That's
the
not so
surprise
bad.
test to dive to the side, to not get hit with the pieces of door that are broken by the concussive force, and barely get to avoid the flashbang thing there. I
Well,
really
I
wanted.
kind of melted the door, since force 3 is 3 meters.
Right. It's one of those things where it's like
Oh.
hooked to a string, and as you push the string, it pulls the pin, and then kablam.
There's not a whole lot of debris left to fly around. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no! The concussive force definitely destroys the door, or what's left of it. And you guys have set off a trap on the roof and are picking yourselves up off the ground.
Well, I'm guessing they know we're here.
Maybe.
I'm gonna DNI to the other 2, but like, yep, I had a flashbang on the roof. If you guys wanna, I don't know, salt the front door, that'd be great. Then I'm just gonna pick myself up, and I'm going to keep an eye out for other traps and wander in.
Sure, I couldn't imagine there being other traps in this building. It's not like it's
Ah,
elevated
great.
security or anything. So, you put out the call for help. Ascend and interchange. What are you guys doing?
I want to, upon hearing that DNI, I will in fact go to. So I just came out the back door of the neighboring building, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, windows on our primary target. Boarded up.
First
Yes.
floor boarded up. Second floor and above have a mix of glass and like the just light vertical bars that are just basically there to keep a person from going through, and Uh, plastic wrap and a couple of bars.
Okay, will thermographic vision be enough to let me tell if there is anybody inside one of the rooms on this back wall that I am right near?
You would really only be able to see, like with thermographic vision, somebody if they were up looking around on the other side of like one of the plastic wrap ones, because
Sure.
glass and wall will.
I figured. That's fine. So what I think I want to do is punch through the board and then drop a grenade in the hole and move around to the front.
Okay, you have an unfortunate problem with that of being 3 foot tall.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I forget that.
I am sorry to continue to point. If you like, you may make like a jumping test to kind of get up and grab onto it, and then easily punch through the wall.
No. What I will do is machine gun it to weaken it enough that I could just reach up and mash it in.
Okay. What weapon are you shooting it with, and is it silenced?
It is. I don't think it's silenced.
Scroll down your sheet here a little bit.
The Ultimax. It is not silenced.
Wonderful.
Nothing
good.
could
I don't-
ever go
I
wrong
don't.
here.
I don't want it to be.
Okay. So you guys
Um,
will hear some gunfire down below you on the ground floor.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to, basically shoot a hole through the wood, toss the grenade in, and start running around toward the front of the building.
Sure. You want to give me that throwing test, and we'll see if you can hit the hole.
Sure.
I would love for you to miss and have it fall back at your feet.
Well, that's what wireless is for, so it's not really a big deal.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Mm.
Because the idea was, if the window is 4 feet off the ground, I can shoot a hole and then just kind of tiptoe and plop it in.
Yep.
But I will give the throw test just in case of hilarity.
Hilarity
which
is great.
Is just agility, right?
Agility
Yeah.
plus your throwing weapons if you have.
I don't think I took that.
What's the worst that could happen?
It gets thrown in there and it goes perfectly.
It's not bad.
There you go. You have hot potatoed in there. What kind of grenade was it?
Frag.
Okay.
The joke grenade. It's a prank, bro.
What a shame that nobody was in that room.
It doesn't matter.
I just imagine it just like blowing out the wall and the wall just like pummeling him.
So when I get around to the side of the building opposite the neighboring one I came out of, I will set off the grenade.
All right. Are those grenades running silently? And who has grenades?
I sure don't have any.
Are they running
I
silent?
have them. Well, I haven't turned in like wireless on or anything because I don't tend to use wireless.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
As far as I'm
Yes.
concerned, I was just going to use them as conventional. Pull the pin, throw.
That was the idea. But, in
We'll
case it fell back at me.
Mm.
We'll see what happens as there's a. Let me. So are your guys comlinks and stuff running wirelessly?
Yes.
Are they running silently?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
mentioned that last session.
Sure.
Also, I have a jammer going if that matters for anything.
That matters for you, but matters significantly less for other people.
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you, dice. You guys that are running stuff silently, if you want to go ahead and roll your logic plus sleaze,
What if we don't have slaves?
then you roll
Yeah,
your
use just
logic.
Wait, do
Ooh.
comlinks don't naturally have sleeves?
Not all of them, no.
The-
I don't know if any of them do, actually.
The
No, comlinks
Evo
don't,
Tech
unless-
Hitamitsu does, but that's the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Come on.
need special,
Oh!
special
2 out of 3.
upgrades.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just keep that in mind.
I like how the guy with high logic doesn't do as well.
Acid accidentally installed a toolbar that helps. Okay, so you guys are doing.
Does it matter that I have the jammer going?
That's why I only rolled 46 and not more.
Oh, okay.
It just so happens that my 46 came up with 75% success
Gotcha.
because
Yeah. I mean, it beat me. Mine's screwed.
Acid, your spirit will be like, there's a spirit flying around. Seems like he's looking for stuff.
Oh, tell me if he sees us.
No,
And
you
then
don't-
I'll mention to Arkham that we probably want to step inside the building right now.
I've already done that, remember? That was the last thing I did.
Well, that's nice. In that case, we're inside the building.
Yep.
In the doorway. And I mentioned to take cover.
Interchange. You're out in the middle of the street, standing up and brushing yourself off ever so deliberately.
Do I see anyone around?
On a quick glance, no. You may roll a perception test if you want to get more in-depth stuff, but you're pretty sure with the fire that's going on behind you and the screaming you no longer hear, that car is not a problem.
Right.
I was really looking forward to doing a drive-by on you, but that kind of blew up in my face.
No, that was awesome. That was way more interesting than a drive-by.
So you obviously will hear the explosion and the building protest the structural damage that it has suffered in the process.
Okay.
You will hear some unfortunate and unpleasant sounds from the wreck behind you and a couple of other related sounds. There will be somebody, can't really tell where they are. They're just kind of barking orders loudly, maybe like a block or two away. Do you? You don't speak any other goofy languages, do you?
I think I do.
I see an Orzet, Italian. You speak all of this random stuff.
Yeah. I had a lot of skills to use.
Yeah. You don't understand their language, but it sounds like Japanese. Because if
Okay.
you're going to be a Weebu Fox gang, you clearly have to speak Japanese.
Clearly.
Lily.
I'll have to remember to pick that up.
Perfect logic.
I mean, it makes sense to me. Who would watch dubbed versions of SimSense? You know, like you learn the language
Ethan
and you
would.
understand it.
That's
Ethan definitely would.
I totally would. But that's why I'm not a weeaboo.
Yeah.
So, I
And-
guess can I
and you
tell
can-
direction at all from where the orders are being barked?
It sounded like the main road where you murdered those 4 dudes
Yeah.
from like down that direction.
Okay, so through DNI, interchange will be like status report basically.
there's a fire spirit flying around. You might want to not be out in the open.
Roger. So the guys that are 2 blocks away, I can't see them. So they're not on the main street.
They're not on the main street. It sounds like it's maybe coming from inside one of the buildings. It is a little muffled, but looking down there, you can see one of the buildings has like all of the lights on.
Okay, I'm going to get to that side of the house, and then I'll just say dealing with more stuff outside. Good luck. And I'll head towards the building with all the lights on.
Ah, no. Wrong thing. Free. Okay, 30 minutes. Cool. Yeah, I just very quickly just took off my mask and took a hit of jazz.
Oh, can my fire spirit tell what force the other spirit is at?
Let's roll a. Oh God. Yes, your spirit very much can tell that. Let me get the chart up real quick, and I will tell you exactly everything that it needs to know.
Sweet.
It is not a technomancer, I can tell you that much. And it
Oh,
has
that's
no
interesting.
and it has no implants. It is a fire elemental, obviously. It is. I get the exact right. In whatever way you articulate that it is Force 5, it is Force 5.
Uh-huh.
It might be like it is slightly stronger than me, but in fancy spirit talk.
Mm-hmm.
It obviously has no implants. It is essence 6 or 5 or whatever it is. I don't know if no, they're based on their force. Okay, so it is an essence 5. It has no diseases or toxins. It has no spells on it. Its general emotional state is agitated and determined.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking for you, Ian.
Yeah. Don't be out in the open.
So, I believe what was the plan? Because you guys just did a little sit rep thing. We can totally break into cinematic movie time of like that cut scene where it zooms in on everybody's face.
The plan is totally out of the window at this point.
Yeah, I'm just going to D&I to everyone say, right, I'm going to go into the building and see if I can find whatever they've got. Ciao.
Okay.
The
stick with
initial
plan.
plan was to sneak out the crates through the roof into the other building and then load them into a truck and then drive away.
Mhm.
None of that is going to work now.
I thought the initial plan was to see what they had in the first place, rather than and then take it if it was takeable.
No, we
That's what me
knew
and
what
Ethan
that,
thought.
we knew what they have.
You have an idea of
We
what
knew
they
it
have.
was, we knew it was nanomachine related. That was about it.
Yeah, well, it's in crates.
Also, we specifically said that we wanted them to know who did it. So
They've got a good idea.
yeah,
I mean-
I certainly hope so.
If we run into anyone on the inside as well, I'll smear a message on the wall with blood. They'll know.
Sounds good.
You face no mercy.
Says the human.
Yeah, just a little asterisk to the side.
He-
Human didn't.
He just happens to act to not think and just writes it at like human height in blood. And they're like, how did they must have stood on each other's shoulders.
God damn no.
Those crafty bastards.
Trying to get them off of our trail. So then the plan is still as go?
That's why.
I mean, if I had any say in this, we would have left now, but that's not what's happening.
They know where we live. They know where, like, who we are. If we leave now before we finish the job, especially because we told the tribe that we were gonna do this, it would be bad.
I mean, we're not wiping out the entire gang, so
Why not?
I mean, we kind of started that.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
you've killed
That's
like
a lot
9
of
people. There's significally more than that in the gang.
Yeah.
You muted.
By the way,
There
Rob.
is a certain degree of feasibility.
Yeah. The point of the fact is, let's not walk away without something to show for it besides a lot of red.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are gonna start going down the stairs. Ascend, are you going in their front door, or like what's the...
Well, what's on this side? Doesn't happen to be a door, does there?
There was one of those metal doors that is on a slant into the basement, and then there is a a fire escape, like the above fire escape. That
All
with
right,
a little bit of effort you could probably get up to. And then there is the front door, which who knows what will happen there.
Probably not smart
Yeah,
to
I do
open that.
not want to go to the front door. That's a terrible idea.
Do it. There'll be a distraction.
All right, so I would like to parkour up to the fire escape and get to one of the softer windows to break in.
Sure. You may go ahead and roll your... Okay.
Nice.
You make it look as though you were not 3 feet tall. But you are on the second floor. You can find either on the second or third floor. Let's roll a d2 and see if it's the second or third floor. You find a soft window. So it's on the second floor.
Cool.
So you will be able to take a moment to kind of steady yourself on the fire escape landing and be able
And
to
if
get
this is something, yeah, I can actually just open and get in as opposed to smashing through, I would like to do
So
that.
there are some bars, so it would be kind of like an escape artist to kind of wiggle through them if you wanted to try, or you could try Supermaning them, or...
I will try escape artist first.
Okay. I want you to glitch this and get stuck. I'm looking for 4.
Okay.
No, you're a gnome. I'm looking for 3.
Okay.
I think that's easily doable, considering your dice pool.
3 would be my average. Because I don't actually have any points in escape artist.
Yeah,
I mean, that's doable.
It's a good thing you don't have a giant robotic arm that might get in the way.
Oh,
I'm gonna edge that.
with your final point of edge.
With my final point of edge, I'm not getting stuck in some steel bars.
No, he was just looking for you to
Let you
critically
get the
fumble
thing.
if you were stuck, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it would mean that he has not gotten through, and that would have other consequences, but those would come up in a number of different ways.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't
Unless you fumbled, and you did not.
want to be prone. Well, I'm trying to.
Fair enough.
At the moment, it's one of those things where you're like trying to find the right angle to stick your head in. Yeah, the kami makes it a little difficult. There you go. You have
Nice.
wiggled through and are now inside the building. Interchange. Are you attempting the front door, or you going after that other building?
I think
Or doing something else? Are you going home to be a family life? Or
no.
That would be the
that's not-
smart thing to do.
You get a notification. New skill wires have been delivered.
Oh shit! I'll be back, guys. Sorry, I'm just looking over my character sheet real quick to see if I have any bullshit to do, but I don't think I do. So, I guess what I'm going to do is, I will. You can put a grenade on a timer, right?
yeah.
So I'm going to put a flashbang on the front door. I'm going to try and sneak up and put it on the front door, and then, well, first I should investigate if there's a back door. That's what I'll do.
To which building?
The building with all the people in it that
Okay.
where the lights are on.
You may go ahead and roll a sneaking and see if you
Sure.
see how well you do.
Wow.
You good with that?
I'm not using my edge on that.
Sorry. Let me not that many.
Nice.
Oh,
Sometimes the dice win a story told.
apparently. Apparently, I'm just a Rambo gnome tonight.
Yes, it's first, second, third, and fourth blood.
So, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go and look to see if they have a back door.
So yeah, it will have a back door. It'll be very similar to the other buildings in the way they have a fire escape, similar setup, almost as if these buildings were converted into apartments before they fell to shit.
Right. So then, after that, I want to walk to the front door and count how long it takes me to get there.
Okay, can you roll me a composure real quick?
Sure.
Just to see how in control of yourself you are to do this calmly, to not run,
While on Kame.
yeah, that calming. So yeah, you know the general amount of time it takes to get from front to back.
So then I'm gonna set the timer for 5 seconds more than I think.
Okay.
Actually, 10 seconds,
Okay.
and then put it at the front door. A flashbang.
Awesome. Are you intending to have it attached to anything, or are you just putting it there?
Nope, just putting it there.
All right. You have dropped
You
the
wanna
flashbang.
Ring the doorbell also.
Ding dong, ditch them. A flashbang is
I
so
mean,
much worse than flaming poop.
If there is a doorbell, I guess I'll push it.
You at the very
And then
least can shave in a haircut.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
And then I'll walk around back.
You are now at the back door in T minus 5 to 10-ish seconds before the flashbang goes off.
I just wait.
Okay, so Ascend, you're on the second floor. Archon and Acid, you're on the third floor. What is your guys' plan in that building?
Spotting
going.
traps.
Yeah, keep going down, looking out for traps, and just basically look for doors to go into and check what's in them.
Sure, you guys can.
I'm just staying behind Archon, letting him be the meat shield.
Sure, you guys can go ahead and roll perception real quick.
Something that I did forget to ask is what kind of lock is on this back door?
It looks like just a straight up normal fifth world block.
Cool.
And Ascend, if you could roll me whatever it is you're doing.
So sneaking will be certainly something I'm doing. So I'll
Okay.
do one of them.
My perception is through the roof today.
Yeah, at least you're consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm keeping enough distance between me and Archon that if he runs into a grenade, I'm not getting also grenaded.
So that's at least 10 meters.
Yeah. Military safety distance or something.
It's
I'm not part of the military, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
With the secondary effect of not being within his astral hazing or whatever.
Second,
that's
yes.
also.
It's only 3.5 meters for that.
Are you guys being sneaky, or are you guys,
Yes.
Yeah, it's being quiet and sneaky, I think, is the best bet.
Sure.
So you want sneak as well?
If you wish to be sneaky.
That does seem
Pertinent.
not being sneaky.
I don't know. I'm definitely being sneaky.
And you don't have a giant metal figure carrying anymore to hurt you.
Exactly. I'm wondering if I want to edge it because I got plenty edge.
No,
3 is okay.
Yeah, I'll stick with 3 for now, and then I'll blame Ian if it went wrong.
Well, that's okay because then you can use edge for fantastic murder.
That is true. Oh, that's a good point, Rob. With my knowledge of biology, would I know exactly where to stick my sword in someone's spine to instantly kill them?
Yes, but you're still a puny human that is restrained by his meat, and your meat
very
is fallible, aka you will still just roll a swords attack.
Yeah, it's fine, but like paralyze.
between any of the vertebrae.
Yeah,
Probably.
anywhere in that long stick thing that runs across the middle of the back of somebody.
Yeah. Now,
The
I want to
higher
know...
up, the more you paralyze.
See, he's used the word stomping, which makes me worry that Murderclops is back.
No, stomping is us.
Oh, yeah, but I'm imagining that if you're big, you'll use words like stomping more. Just,
I don't know.
it's a giant thing to me.
You are giant.
You're
Compared to
human
some.
size.
You goddamn freak.
All right, so you guys
Right.
are able to kind of stomp around in the upstairs. Let me double check your perception. 2 hits and 5 hits. You will notice as you kind of come down the stairs from the roof and make that corner that there are 2 turrets that are at the end of the hallway, but they don't seem to have noticed you.
Okay.
Set up very Fallout 4 style behind a couple of boxes. This is moderately unusual for something of the Neofox level.
Yeah. Is there another way into that room they're guarding?
It's less that they're guarding any specific room, but more that they're just kind of pointed down the
Okay.
hallway. Like, comes down the stairs, you make an immediate turnaround to go down the hallway to the rest of the building, and they're just
Yeah.
kind of sitting there pointing at the thing. But they do not appear
Okay.
to have seen or locked on to you for whatever reasons.
Okay, well, I will DNI their location to the others. And then I will look for an alternative way to get behind them. Like, is there any power... With my 5 perception, can I see power cables, like, where
Sure.
they're set up?
Yep, there's totally a power cord that is kind of coming off of them and then going around the corner. You can't see where it ends up, but you can see it.
Yeah, like, am I close enough that I could cut it and just stop the power completely?
Not really, because if you were to have turrets right at the base of the steps, that kind of defeats the purpose of them. They're a good, 10 meters or so down the hallway from you.
Yeah, that's fair. I would like to follow the power cable.
It goes around one of the,
Where they are.
around one of the door jams and into one of the side rooms that you can't quite see where it goes. Like, the
And
door
they're
is closed
pointing-
and it...
Are they pointing towards us or away from us?
They're pointing towards you. Like, let me see if I can do some more terrible art.
Yeah, definitely get out the sight of the turrets is first thing to do.
Is it possible?
Not really.
Is there any cover then in front of us?
You have the stairwell that you guys came down that you can
Yep.
easily kind of hide behind.
I can do the acid thing again.
I was going to say...
They can try and not melt and fail.
I mean, well, there's one thing. I can say when in Rome and toss grenade down.
Yeah, but the
them.
acid doesn't make any noise.
True, but grenade is fun. Or if better than that, you can acid the floor they're under, so they just drop beneath and and then don't actually get to shoot us.
That'll also acid turrets.
That's fine. But either way, they're going to know we're here regardless of what we do. Because when they start noticing the turrets are getting damaged, and I'm sure someone's keeping an eye on them.
Maybe it's a thing.
Thing.
Yeah, maybe it's a thing.
Yeah.
How many grenades do you have?
2.
Yes, so where do you do going with the acid?
So, Ascend,
Okay.
you don't know where exactly your teammate is, but you know that they're on the floor above you, and you're kind of... You look like you're in an unused bedroom, as there is not so much a bed as you and I may think of, but, there is a cot that has most of its springs, and, a footlocker at the end of it, and then a couple of other personal effects that are just kind of spread around the room. What is it you wish to do?
I want to go to the door and see if I can hear anybody.
Okay. I can just let your audio perception from previous roll go. You don't hear anybody, but you do hear the sound of some kind of mechanical thing operating.
How close does it seem to be?
A room or two over, it's kind of hard to tell just from because you're not out in the hallway. You don't know how many doors there are continuing downwards.
Okay. So as far as I can tell, the hallway seems like it might be empty, and there's something going on in a nearby room.
Something mechanical, yes.
Okay. Then I will keep my sneak and open the door.
All right. You open the door and the whole building explodes.
Okay. So what's that to soak? 400?
More or less.
May not be able to cover that.
No, sorry. So you will see that there are steps up and down from this level. There are a little like handrail that comes down. It looks like there are 3 doors on each side, and from the next door over, you will hear that mechanical thing, and there is a cord that is coming from upstairs.
All right. You know what? There might be something funny. Well, it's not that funny, but slightly funny. I never bought just a plain old knife.
I mean,
Oh.
What an ass.
I have.
I'm sure you have something sharp that you
yeah.
could use to cut a thing.
I mean, I do, but it's me.
I can't imagine anything going wrong with that.
Right. Did personal effects in the room happen to include a knife?
Roll me a perception test. I'm gonna look for like 4 hits, and we'll see if you can find something that.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
You may find something that is. What is it that you find that is adequate for cutting this cord?
The small-ish, 4-inch blade they keep under the pillow.
For shanking, just in case.
Yep.
It's less a proper blade, more a sharp piece of metal with a bit of tape and leather wrapped around the to make a handle.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Almost not any more safe than using my claws. And that's what I'm going to use to cut that cord.
Excellent. Do you want to roll some kind of I don't think you have anything that is like super relevant. It's not a difficult thing to cut, but
Like a blade attack or something?
no, I was looking to see if he had like any kind of thing to cause him to not get moderately zapped.
I got, yeah.
Like if he had some kind of engineering, he could think, okay, if I do this or
Right.
something along those lines. But can you just like soak, say, 5 electricity? Oh, you even have non-conductivity. Look at you.
Yeah. Yep, I do. How much do I have? Was it 4?
Yeah.
It is 4, so 1.
Well, non-conductivity just adds to your soak pool. It doesn't
Right.
auto-soak.
Jesus.
You give no fucks.
That's like Ronin level resist.
Yeah.
You ever seen Crank 2, like where he just yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. The electricity only serves to redouble your efforts, and yeah, no, that's the thing that has happened. Meanwhile, upstairs, the floor is weakening ever so slightly.
Do I hear that?
No, because you only got like 3 on your thing, and magic
was,
is weird.
Okay.
I'm not actively trying to burn a hole in the floor.
Just the turrets.
Oh, you're trying to wreck the turrets? I thought you were trying to wreck the floor.
Yeah. Not the turrets.
Okay. They roll not nearly that much dice then. Okay. So they look moderately sad as things begin to eat away at them. You will hear them begin to spin up as if they are about to just, damage registered, open random fire. But they'll get off like a single bullet apiece before they fall limp. As a sense, like, I cut it.
I will, over DNI. I cut a cable, don't know what it did.
Oh,
That's helpful
Um,
at least.
So what I'm then going to do is I want to go into that room that's there. Sneakily.
Sure, you want to roll me another.
Because in
another
case there's
sneak.
a rigger in there. Be like, what's going on with my stuff? Tell you what's going on.
Shank, 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 shank. Yep, if you want to go ahead and.
generally what you do
Oh,
with
God.
this.
All right. So interchange. You were posting up by the back door. You have your grenade is about to go off. I'm not really sure what your plan is in this situation, but it can't
What?
be good.
I have my auto picker out. I'm gonna pick their back. I'm gonna pick their back door.
Did my grenade go off that I put through the window?
Did you set it off?
Yeah, I said I was going to set it off as I got to the other side of the building.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you had set it off. Was it a high explosive or was it frag?
Frag.
Right.
Alright, so there was an explosion downstairs. That's unfortunate. That one you guys will actually probably feel rock the building a little bit. I believe that is the second explosion that has gone off in this building.
Mm-hmm.
This
This
so
is fun.
interchange if you want to go ahead and roll your lock pickery.
Hey guys, someone figure out which wall is load bearing.
Technically, I think all of them are. That is why it's shaped like a square.
Excellent. Let's place grenades at the 2 ones that haven't
Usually
been loaded yet.
buildings have like a plus symbol in them, basically, or a series of them if they're bigger.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys have a good start on knocking this thing down.
Generally, all of the walls are load bearing.
Yeah, technically.
Some more than others.
So you're beginning to auto pickerize this guy, and your flashbang will go off, and you will hear a couple of different directionated orders. Like, whoever was in there was doing things was given like very clear orders. The explosion goes off. They pause, and then they begin saying something different, and you can hear people moving around inside the building.
Right. How long do I think that it'll take me to unlock this door?
Just another couple of seconds, 5, 10.
Are you aware that there were Yakuza triads guys somewhere that were warned to not go outside? So
I was. I'm not gonna go in there and just kill people. If I see triad guys, then I'll leave them alone. But
I mean, if they see you, they might just shoot you anyways.
yeah, maybe. But hopefully not. So yeah, basically, I'm going to be just keep picking the lock, and before I even open the door, I'm going to set off another thermal grenade.
Okay, you want to give me one more locksmith, and we'll see if
Sure.
how well it goes. Consistency.
Yeah.
It's interesting that like it feels that 3 dice is enough to 3 ones is enough to make the box red, as opposed to the other one where you only got 1 1 and it made the box blue.
That's because I didn't get any 6s in the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This technology is strange and uncomfortable.
sense.
I disbelieve how it works. So yeah, another couple of seconds will go by, and the lock pops, and you will ignite your thermal smoke, and you are greeted by the of cover. What do you wanna do in this strange situation you find yourself?
Open the door and throw it in.
All right, you want to give me that thrown weapons test?
Sure thing.
I really want you to bank it off the door into your face.
I really don't want that to happen. That'd be really bad.
That'd be great. Ooh. Hooray, scatter table. 8. I don't think this is gonna matter. 202?
When I open the door, what do I see?
A bunch of smoke.
I have ultrasonic on, so I can see up to 5 meters.
So that will basically drop it just inside the door because of the way that scatter kind of works.
That works.
Do you want to give me a perception test with your ultrasound limit?
Sure. The limit is the sensor rating.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so it's limit 2.
We'll see how. So it looks like there's about 4 dudes in here, or 4 humanoid shapes. It's kind of really hard to make out as you have a little bit of interference from the metal flecks that make thermal smoke as opposed to smoke.
Okay.
But you
Can
can
I
see
make out if they have ears, like, obvious fox ear things on the top?
not really.
Okay.
They're not like right near the door. They're kind of in there. Most of them seem to be taking up defensive positions of some kind.
What kind of room is it?
This
Like,
looks
is it
like it
kitchen?
was a kitchen with like a small island, and then some kind of larger open room, maybe a dining or living room. It seems that there is something that may have been a table that has been flipped, and they are posting up behind this cover. Maybe it was a couch. It's kind of hard to get a 3-dimensional view from behind the door.
Right. I will. I guess I'll just say in English, if you're triad, stand down. If not, if you're hostile, and I'm trying to think of how much time I'm using when I'm saying this. So, if you fight, I'll fight you back. Basically, I guess is what I'm trying to get at that.
Don't start none, won't be none.
Yeah,
Do you want to go ahead and roll me a diplomacy?
sure thing.
There's enough confusion going on here that I'm not going to try and figure out the social penalties and stuff.
Sure. What is that under negotiations, right?
Yeah. Should be 6 dice for you.
Sure is. I'm so good at this. Oh, look at that.
I assume you're comfortable with 3?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll come back to that.
Forever, always 3 dice. They
Yeah.
have 3 hits.
So we'll come back to the resolution of that in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Acid and Archon, what do you guys... It seems like the turrets are no longer a threat.
Then I'm
I'm
going.
shoving Archon down the hallway.
I mean, you're gonna get shoved right back with the tip of the gun.
I'm just being like, hey, you're the combat guy. Go.
I mean, I was going ahead until you decided to ruin my grenade plan. But yeah, I'm gonna go towards one of the doors. Then have a listen for anything on the other side of it.
Sure. You guys want to give me a perception test, and we'll see.
I'm ramping perception runs off in, doesn't it?
Yep. Intuition, best stat.
Yeah, so Jazz ups that. Okay, 2 hits.
Apparently not enough today. So you don't hear
No.
anything behind the door. Make of that what you will.
Okay. Oh, let's see if it explodes again. I'm gonna slowly open it.
Okay. Are you trying to be sneaky about opening it, or just kind of?
Yeah, I suppose he's doing it slowly, so he can basically like think of itself as I'm flattened myself against the door, and as I'm pushing it open, I'm sort of moving around with it, so I can then point the gun and shoot if anything is there, and I think it's dangerous.
Sure. You may go ahead and roll a stealth check to see how well you, how sneaky sneak. All right, with 3 hits, you very slowly and cautiously open the door. And as you look around, I'll let your, or if you want to roll another perception test, just to be your kind of general perceptions. The other one was specifically for checking out the door.
Yeah.
So make you guys roll an infinite number of dice, apparently.
I suppose this would be visual this time, since that's what I'm focusing on.
Yep.
This one I should. There you go. As soon as it goes to visual.
Yeah.
That's where I get my 3 extra dice from.
So looking around the room, it seems like it is not quite a barrack style setup with a couple of cots and things, but more more like a security guard. Like there is a checkpoint kind of thing. There's
Okay.
there is a cot and a footlocker, but there is also like a metal sheet, kind of like what you guys used for getting across the bridge, that is attached to a table that has been flipped up and is kind of pointed at the door.
Right.
You don't see anything that looks like there is a person in here at the moment. There is a small weapon rack that is uncomfortably empty. And
Right.
You may make of that what you will.
Does this look like a kind of place where you would go through to get to like you say it's a checkpoint? It's basically like a pass-through bit to get to somewhere where there'd be something useful, like where they're storing stuff.
So there was definitely some storage here for light weaponry, maybe an extra piece of armor or something like that. It looks, as you look around, the idea is people will come down the stairs and the turrets can open fire on them, and there can be a guy in here that is then in an automatic flank position. It seems as though whoever was in here has currently vacated their spot, maybe because there was explosions downstairs, or any of the numerous other explosions that have happened around, or any of the very numerous gunshots that have happened around.
Yeah. Are there any other doors leading out of this room besides the one that came in?
The window does not have bars on it, and it is on the side of the building that is the fire escape is on. So technically that is a way out of this room, but
Yeah.
not necessarily like a door to other places.
Okay. I will leave the door open and back out.
Okay.
Then, in that case, and I'll go looking for another door on the same floor.
Sure. So you're going to do a quick look around. You're not going to find any more like nice little security doors. You will find a couple of rooms that have a bit of seems like medical equipment in it, but that is all nicely packaged up. One of the rooms up here has a generator that is kind of running, like it's in a low idle, not really high production mode. The windows in that place are all kind of open, and there's a fan that is there to blow out air or exhaust.
Yeah. I'm going to take a few steps away from the out basically out the door of the generator, and then just shoot it.
You could have just pressed the switch.
Yeah, but I don't want them turning it back on.
if it doesn't have power, they can't turn it on remotely.
And then we've
Can
got
they?
holes in it. It also can't turn it on.
I mean, yes.
I mean, you could totally find some way to disarm it, or not disarm it. I'm sorry, to
I'm
disable
quite
it.
good with shoot. I'm very good with shooting it.
All right, so are you shooting it? Do you have a? I assume you have a silencer on that weapon.
Yeah.
So bang,
Sharp.
and then they are very sad as they are losing some of their electricity capabilities.
Well, let's hope it does something helpful. How many actual rooms are on this floor?
7.
Okay, and we've been through 2 of them.
Yeah, it'll take you a little while.
Yeah, essentially it's going to be rinse repeat for this floor.
Okay.
Until he's covered everything.
You will
And
find
I'm just making the hallway
sure.
safe.
So you're gonna have spend a couple of minutes doing this. You'll find a bathroom, a couple of living spaces, but these seem a little nicer. Maybe maybe lieutenants or something along those lines, but not anything that's like not like middle lifestyle nice, but definitely like higher low lifestyle.
Yeah.
But you will notice that there are no weapons laying about in any of them, and there are no people in them. One of them has some acid we'll recognize as some magical bullshit going on inside of it.
Okay.
Well, I'm not really looking into the room, so I wouldn't really see that.
I mean,
Unless
considering my
you tell me.
background, I would probably know. I would probably recognize some of the items as magical bullshit.
Yeah, probably.
At least enough to call out acid on it.
Like, hey, this looks like magical bullshit.
Yeah, basically. Tell me what he's doing. But then
it's
after that,
probably nothing important.
I mean, you won't know until you check.
I kind of
But
sense
then-
it. If it makes me feel
Yeah.
better.
That would make me feel better. Then when that's done, it's going to DNI to the others. Yeah, 3rd floor clear. Moving down to 2nd. Oh, and by the way, weapons gone. People have them.
So this is totally a magical lodge that you're looking at?
Yeah, I figured.
It's was it Shinto or let me double check. Do you have any kind of tradition-based knowledge?
Not really.
Okay. It appears to be Shinto? Then I don't know how to really convey to you what in character your character would see looking at that.
Some Eastern
Like
stuff, I
it's a
guess.
bunch of Japanese shit, but
Yeah, probably. Or, yeah, whatever.
there's
Some of
like
that.
little toy Gundams and cat girl pillows and all kinds of other weird magical Japanese stuff.
Surprised it wasn't Fox Girl pillows.
Of
Oh, well.
course. I'm sorry, I forgot where I was.
My only knowledge related to that area of the world is Chinese, so I wouldn't really know much about Shinto.
Okay. Meanwhile,
Just these stuff.
Ascend, you're on the 2nd floor, and you will be fairly easily able to hear some doors opening and closing on the floor above you. Are you doing similar, or are you eating delicious chips?
Who has chips?
I don't know. I kind of want chips now.
It's a secret to everybody.
Yeah. So what are you doing on the 2nd floor there?
Well, I'm going in that room.
Oh, that's right. So cracking it open, you're gonna see that this place is. Do you have any kind of electronics-ish knowledge skill
Nope.
or stuff?
Nope.
It looks expensive, but not like crazy expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what.
Shoot all of it.
Just as a reminder, we are here to basically take over whatever they're guarding for the triads, which we don't know what it is. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
That's why I was checking each room.
an
So no-
important aspect of taking that over is moving it somewhere.
Yeah.
else.
No, this is our territory now.
I don't know if that works
I mean,
like
that would be incredibly hard for you to do because this is like 2/3 of the way into their territory. It's not like you can set up an embassy.
Maybe you can't.
This is a neutral zone. You're not allowed in here.
Yeah.
Neutral. Yeah.
Neutral meaning you come near it, we shoot.
I mean, from what I've played of Civilization, they always want you to exchange embassies, and then it's like, I denounce you. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's about right.
It's like, when I have tanks, I'm going to roll up on your chariots, and that's just going to be the end of you. I'm sorry. Ignore my super mega death robot. Diplomacy is non-negotiable.
It's
Oh,
aggressive negotiations.
I love you, Liberty Prime. Never change. So yeah, no, this looks like some kind of electronic nerve center. Maybe run some of the cameras and that kind of thing. The tech looks old. You want to roll me a perception test while you're in here and see if we can find out anything particularly interesting.
Shooting that can only be good for us.
So the one thing you will notice is that it does, like, some of the stuff does have a big Ares logo on it. That's about all you really kind of get out of it.
I'm gonna unplug all the stuff. Just
Sure.
start ripping cords out of walls.
You're just unplugging it. You're not actually cutting cords. You're not just
Correct.
okay. Just making sure the level of devastation you're attempting to pull here.
This is supposed to be our house. I don't want to ruin our stuff.
That's
I
fair.
don't know if that's accurate.
I mean, it might be your house shortly. We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, Interchange, you have attempted to diplomatize these people, and you did not terrible. You will hear some talking between 2 or maybe 3 of the people inside. It's kind of hard to really tell, because it's one of those rapid fire Asian language things.
Right.
They seem to be arguing. If you want to give me a judge intentions, I can give you a little bit more.
Sure thing. Let's see how many dice I get.
Hopefully none.
Pretty good.
Uh, given the situation that guys have kind of set up, you can easily surmise that there is at least 2 triad members that are in here,
Uh-huh.
and several neofoxes who had obviously no idea about what was going to go on.
Okay. So
And-
I opened the door,
Uh-huh.
and can I roll a perception again to like make out who's who?
Sure, now that the door is completely open, and we'll see...
Uh, 2 hits.
So with 2 hits, you can... Between your ultrasound and the way that you hear people talking,
Uh-huh.
you can pick out of the 2 people talking, one of them is shorter and has stupid ears.
I definitely shank that guy immediately.
Alright, you may go ahead and roll your, well, let me...
Would you run up to him?
Yeah.
Okay, they are not
Seems
surprised. You may go
incredibly-
ahead and roll your charge.
Unsmart.
Oh, I got charged, so
Nice.
7 hits.
Alright, that's gonna
What?
suck.
You were supposed to close the door and walk the other way.
Good news, they did pretty good with the not being shanked, but not good enough. So, 14 minus 2.
The triads aren't obligated to not shoot you. But if you shoot at them, we're getting in trouble.
So, you will bury your spurs moderately deeply into the person in front of you. They squeal and kind of squirm in a feminine voice, and Tabby kind of looks up at you like, "The fuck is going on?"
I knew that was gonna happen.
Um,
As soon as you said it's a moderately short person with fox ears, I was like, "Is that mage woman?"
Oh, she's that's her
That's
fire
his,
spirit.
or the one that fancies him. Or
That means you're about to die horribly. Unless
I
you roll
say,
really well.
Don't
I
forget,
say-
there's more than one mage.
but-
can how does the thermal smoke work? How far can you see through it?
like 10 meters, I believe, is the distance
You
that it
see-
consumes.
But how far can you see when you're in it?
I don't think you can like see it all really.
So how do I know that it's Tabby?
I imagine you charge dramatically out of it.
Oh, I was aiming to stay in it, but what? That's fine for cinematic purposes. When I charged out of it, did I see anyone else?
You would have seen a couple of other foxes. Looks like now that you're out here, there's like 3 of them. They're kind of standing up from the things that they were crouched behind. That was kind of keeping them from your ultrasound scan the first time. They were like, whoa, what is going on here? They all have. One of them looks like it might be an AK 96, like a previous generation AK. It is all orange and black and stupid looking. One of the other guys has a knife of some kind in his hand. On the other side of the room, there is a man of Asian descent. Kind of hard to nail it down in the charging bloodlust. And then there is a second guy in a fairly nice suit.
I'm gonna say. So I'll say to her, I'll say, like, in a hushed tone, be like, "Just stay down and play dead. I don't want to kill you."
Well, you did a pretty good job of almost killing her.
Yeah.
You should have said to her, "How is it going?"
Still fancy me now?
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Are you lying? Do you actually intend to kill her?
I do not intend to kill her.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and roll me another diplomacy
Alright.
thing?
Sure.
Roll seduction.
You may have +2 given the history that you have with this poor
Thank you.
shanked other gnome.
I'm
Well, bang, okay?
gonna edge that.
Okay.
I'm using it. Story purposes, we gotta do it.
Nicely done, sir. Let me take a quick look here. The NPC's attitude to the character is suspicious, at the very least. Character's desired result is actually advantageous because, believe it or not, they do not want to be stabbed. Subject has a romantic attraction. No, I gave you the +2. Okay.
Yeah.
This character lacks background information of the knowledge. Has black moment or a heavy bargaining chip. Spurs in your stomach will definitely count as a bargaining chip. So 1, 2 down, 3, 4 up. So let's just go with.
Would it be cool if we have like a little flashback here to like when she decided to join the Neofoxes over the Ultraviolents?
We can go ahead and establish some of that and see what turned your love life to apart.
Well, I just wanted to go like I'm sure that there was a conversation where it's like you realize that like if we meet again,
I'm gonna have to stab the shit out of you.
yeah, it's like well, I'll do my best to like keep you out of it, but if push comes to shove, I don't know what's gonna happen.
So you you impale her, and she is gonna like scream out and kind of continue to scream for a little bit, but
Mhm.
they're gonna slowly get softer and softer
Mhm.
as the Triad guys have pulled weapons, and the Neo Fox guys have also pulled weapons, and
Mhm.
nobody knows what the fuck to do.
Yeah, I dive back into the smoke.
um, I feel like in this situation, at the very least, the foxes would take wild shots at you
Yeah, that's
because
reasonable.
fuck you.
Yeah.
So the dude with the AK is gonna pop off just a whole pile of bullets.
Yeah.
You know, it would be nice if my bad guys weren't wholly incompetent.
Stormtroopers over
They're
here,
the Neo Foxes, all right.
right?
They are
But
essentially.
then how
future
can
of
they
a
be
kid.
bad guys?
I mean, they are essentially future of a kin, so that answers the question there.
Do you want to go ahead and give me that dodge at -4?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. At negative what?
-4, as he was set into rock and roll mode.
Yeah, we're definitely going full defense on this.
Alright, and then the other guy is going to throw his dagger at you. Or his little knife.
Throwing a knife at me? Honestly, who throws a shoe?
I mean, it
Ah,
worked.
How does throwing into smoke work?
It's one of those things as you were running back to, like, everybody's like, oh god, what's going on? And then you start moving, they're like, ah!
Sure.
But you'll get more or less total cover when you're in there.
Okay, so should I give myself more of a bonus then? What total cover is four?
When you're back in there, this is like a...
Oh, right. Oh.
So you definitely feel the dagger kind of like bink into you, but then it kind of
Yeah.
falls to the ground and with a satisfying to ting 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 ting.
Oh my god.
It, it pulls and stabs Tabby.
And she's dead now.
She's dead.
Yeah, everything is going straight up to chaos and hell all across the board here.
I'd also like to point out that in the flashback, it's probably one of those situations where Interchange was like basically acting tough. Like, yeah, if it came to blows, I might not be able to save you, kind of a thing. But it was kind of like implied where he would not do anything. Does that make any sense?
We'll see what happens as you
Yeah. Well, that was
Just
my
a-
intention, and I forgot to put that
articulate
in
it. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
You're trying to leverage your past against her,
Right.
which I'm sure is going to work out just
Well,
well.
I mean, it's not really against her; it's for her. But whatever.
Yeah, yes, considering the other option is continue to get stabbed in the stomach.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see where that is not advantageous to me. I would not like that. So Arcana and Acid, you guys were going down to the second floor?
Yep. A lot more rinse repeat for me.
Sure. Well, good news. You guys were both simultaneously awful and terrible. You guys did not roll enough successes on your perception tests to see each other. So, everybody's sneak beat out everybody else's perception.
Okay.
I love the juxtaposition of this entire
Situation.
session, where it's like Interchange and Ascend are like running around throwing grenades and like explosions, and then Acid and Archon are like sneaking and like squabbling.
Like, stop!
Okay.
So
Thing, we may be squabbling, but we have managed to avoid most combat.
this is true.
Yeah.
So as you guys come down, you will see that there are 2 open doors on this level so far.
Okay.
It looks like there's only like 4 rooms on the one side and 2 rooms on the other.
I will take a peek in the 2 open ones first, just to see what was in them.
All right, the one open seems to be a barracks that goes out onto the fire escape. The second one appears to be some kind of electronics that. Do you want to give me another perception test as you look into the second one to see whether or not you notice Ascend, or if he happens to be behind a convenient piece of electronics, unplugging things?
I see something.
Yep. So you will see some cords being like pulled and kind of like flung back over the shoulder up and into the air, and you will see some like power on lights being slowly going dark. Ascend, do you whistle while you work, or
No.
okay?
Race.
You gotta sing the Oompa Loompa song now.
But you will notice Ascend is in there pulling on stuff that looks important.
He grunts and drools because he's on county.
As I see this what I do imagine drawling gnome, ripping out electronics like a troll. Ascend. Maybe don't rip apart the machines in case.
No, they will rip apart the machines.
They
Shut
could
up!
be used-
I'm not ripping them apart. I'm unplugging them.
Okay, I'm gonna go check the other.
Go do your job.
rooms. Why don't you start doing yours?
I am. He shakes the fistful of cords in his hand.
Okay. He's crazy.
Fucking tall, stupid asshole.
Just gonna chuckle to myself and then go check out the other rooms.
All right, you'll find that this is kind of like a living area slash. Most of the rooms on this floor seem to be living quarters. One of the 2 big rooms on the other side is also a living quarters. The other one seems to be more of like a rec area. There is some things that are set up. The 6th world equivalent of like a foosball slash ping pong table. If it were a foosball table, it would not be complete, but it's kind of just like a rec area.
Yeah.
Wait. Foosball table?
It's
Yeah.
the football table thing. With the
Are
little
you-
mini
are you-
people on it.
Are you using the German word for it on purpose?
That's
It's-
what they call it in
what they call
America.
That's all I've ever known it to be.
Yeah.
Well, okay then.
It's like
Isn't it called like a kicker table?
No,
I've never heard that word in my life.
it's literally always been called foosball, even in England.
Well, that's what we call it.
Well, you're weird, and you don't call it correctly.
Just call it foosball.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but all right. But yeah, no, you guys have effectively cleared the 2nd floor.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll get on D9 and like in the most bored possible voice could they say, 2nd floor is cleared. Like, no murder
Ow.
for me at all.
Don't get his call.
This is
So did we find things, or was that the medical
I
supplies?
think that's what Thingy was unplugging, was what we were looking for.
No, we were looking for crates of stuff.
You found some medical stuff upstairs, but you're not 100% sure what.
I'm inclined to assume that's what we were looking for,
Maybe.
since we know it's not on the 1st floor, since that wouldn't be smart. And the 3rd floor makes sense from a security standpoint.
You maybe
I'm
a
gonna-
basement.
Well, let's clear out 1st floor anyway. Just
you
to be
do that.
sure.
I'm gonna go check the medical supplies to see if
Yep.
they're obviously nanomachines.
Works for me.
Scream really loudly if you get shot, so I can come and help you.
Scream.
I
Really.
might. But yeah, I mean, how cramped is 1st floor? Is it open space or is it beginning to get is it tight corridors or what?
You don't know. You haven't been on the 1st floor.
Okay, well, when I get down there, let me know.
Sure.
He's going to start heading down there now, if 2nd's clear.
So you're gonna go back up to the third floor to check on those medical supplies. Do you have any kind of medical related skill stuff?
I have street drugs.
We can start with that, and we'll see how well that goes. So, with 4 hits, which is a pretty good number of hits, you will know that some of this stuff is like medical, but is often used for recreational. As to what specifically it is, it's more equipment than like drugs. Like this has some drugs in it, but it's stuff that's more like tranquilizers and downers that may accompany other surgical procedures rather than Oxycontin and codeine and all that wonderful stuff is for pain killing, but it has certain other effects to it. Unless I'm actually muted or something.
No, you're not muted.
Well,
Okay.
So it's not stuff we're looking for, but also valuable. I guess.
It is some street drugs that you could sell for people who wish to partake of various escapist stuff.
Which that's always fun. So I'm gonna head back to the first floor then, and
Sure.
cautiously look out to see if someone is getting shot down there.
You will also notice that stuff had, as you were kind of rifling through it, it had Ares logos on some of the equipment.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, that would have had me worried.
All right.
I
Well,
don't know. I mean, Ares makes everything, so
I mean, it specifically
mean
makes
anything.
me worried.
yeah, no, can't imagine anything going wrong with that.
Nope.
Interchange.
doesn't necessarily mean that Ares owns it, just that they made it.
That's me.
Yep, you are in a cloud of smoke, and there's some very excited and angry arguing going on in a language you do not understand.
So I just say, triads, leave, in a very angry, clearly emotional voice,
Sure.
between the Kami and stabbing Tabby. And the fact that they don't seem to be understanding what's going on.
Well, to be fair, there was smoke,
Confused.
murder gnome, pounce on person, run away.
So I then I grab the thermal smoke grenade off the ground and throw it into the room with the 2 neopoxes in it,
Sure.
and then follow it.
Do you want to... there's something I just
Run
wanted you
test?
to roll. No, I don't think it was a run test. It was something.
No, it's a throwing test. Is that what you want?
Nah, I kind of like how this goes.
Okay.
Oh, that's what it was. Were you ducking behind cover, or were you just kind of like out the door and hiding?
I was assuming that the kitchen had like walls to it, right?
Sure.
So I was.
Do you
just,
want to go ahead and
tucked into
roll
the
a stealth check then to see where you can?
Sure. That was wrong number. There we go.
God damn it! I really wanted this. Yep. Nope. All right. So you will kind of yell out to them.
Yeah.
The triads are gonna. They're gonna say something in, assumedly Chinese, because triads.
Mm-hmm.
One of the Neo Foxes is like, "Yo, that is Bulldrek," and you will hear the assault rifle begin to, do that thing where they kind of pull the slide back, and then it's going to start raining bullets in your general direction,
Okay.
as you are currently suppressed.
Yep.
Which
Wait,
is
are the Neofox is suppressing him or the Triads?
the Neo Foxes. One of those
Okay.
guys had an older model AK and is currently laying
Yeah.
down.
I just wasn't sure which one had decided to go now.
Yeah. You guys in the other building will hear the rat-a-tat-tat of bullets going pat pat pat.
I'm going to sheath my gun, pull out my sword,
Okay.
and run towards it.
You're gonna run from the second floor of this building towards the other building?
Oh, is he in a different building? I thought he was in the same building as us.
No, he's in a building.
different building.
He's in a building down the
ignore
street.
that then. I'm still checking our building. Screw him.
I mean, I would love for you to go diving out the window, sword in hand, ready to.
Yeah, no, I thought he was in the same building as us. That.
No, no. All right.
That would be an awesome sight. You dive out the window, and then there's like the flaming car and like bodies on the street.
And then it's just
what
like,
happened out here?
I
God
missed the party.
damn it. All right. So if you are going down to the first floor, those of you who wish to go down, you may go ahead and roll some stealth checks, and we'll see. We'll see what we can see.
There we go. That's stealthy.
And who's going first?
I will probably.
Uh,
Well, I was
he
already
was
heading
ahead
down,
of me.
so
I was
yeah.
still unplugging stuff. So.
All right. I'm going to assume then that acid is not going down.
I'm sitting like on the stairwell to the first floor.
Yep.
Just hanging out
peeking.
there.
Peeking around the corner as we go down.
Still haven't sound their decker yet, actually. Or Technomancer.
So, as you kind of come down, you will see that there are a couple of people that are posted up, facing both the front door, and a couple of people who are kind of facing the stairs.
Mhm.
They seem to be significantly better armed in here. Many of them are wearing masks that have fox face stuff on it, and it looks like. Let me get a perception test from you guys real quick. Those of you that are downstairs.
Okay, I will visualize once again.
Unless you have some kind of. You are really consistent on that. God damn it.
It's 15
Does that
dice
include
when
me?
I'm on the penalty. Or
Yeah.
when I'm on the jazz, so it's average, really.
Yeah. Well, but it's always 5, 5, 5. It's not like
Yeah, it's 'cause my
4
limit
or
is 5.
6 or.
So if I go, well, yeah, I mean I'm over my limit there. That would have been.
Oh,
6.
okay. That makes so much more sense now with my terrible
Yeah.
eyesight and being far from the monitor. You guys will notice that 2 of these dudes have what looks like brand new Ares Alphas in their hands.
So, this is worrying. I don't like them being so cozy with Aries.
It looks like there's about 6 dudes of various capability here, facing different directions.
I'm going to sort of motion everyone to back up. I'm gonna. How many? Can you toss both grenades down at once?
Can you do what?
Can I toss both grenades down at once?
It would be a split dice pool to do that. In the
So-
like, if you want to do it without them having a response.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be 6-6. Do I want to do that? That's the question.
Probably not. It sounds like a terrible idea. I wouldn't do it.
You're right. Let's do it. No, I'll just throw a grenade then.
Sure. If you want to go ahead and roll your toss,
Well, you
Yep.
could hand one to me.
you could.
No, these are my grenades. I gave you grenades earlier. You're not getting.
I
any more.
used them.
It tough.
I'm just saying, if you want 2 grenades thrown at once without a split pool,
These
just-
greedy humans not sharing their goddamn grenades.
you could just signal what you're going for.
Yeah, I'll keep the other one for just in case.
So you're throwing 1 or 2.
Just one.
Okay.
And not quite what I wanted, but that'll do.
No, you only need 3 to land on target.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So you will hear a yell of grenade, and then some people doing some movement things. Let me just roll some quick dice.
God damn it. Yeah, these guys are good.
Well, remember, Frag's going to give them 5 extra armor.
Yeah.
So they will take a varying level of actual damage across the board. You will hear at least one person yell out, pretty severely wounded.
Hmm.
And the wall across from you will begin to be pelted with bullets.
That's fine. I'm okay with bullets. Yeah, I assume. Thingy Bob's initiative.
That's probably not a bad idea.
Okay. Come on, initiative. You can roll well. You did not roll well.
I don't know, 21's still pretty good.
I'm owed a good initiative. Roll 20. I want you to remember that. I haven't gotten one yet. You cunt.
Yeah, it's better than mine.
Acid, you want to roll a go fast?
Yeah. Wait, that's not how you do that. God damn it. $14. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the little name for them.
What, you don't like the little fox face?
No, I mean, it's not a good sign. I mean, it's well done, but it's not a good sign. They get a fox face.
I mean, I feel like that should Can I fix that? No, I don't think I can fix that. Let me just. I feel like that one's better.
They're both good.
So, Ascend, you were up first, and we'll see how this goes.
All right. So these people have all, they dove for cover.
Things have
And they're-
happened that you are not able to see because you guys kind of back up the stairs.
Oh, that's right. All right, then I'm going to need a perception check as I come in and look for the nearest person to. Put their insides on their outsides.
So you rolled a perception check to.
Just to make sure I can actually see somebody and immediately engage.
Okay, yeah, no, there's definitely somebody that is pulling themselves up from the diving behind a flipped table that now has pieces of shrapnel in it.
Okay. So, what I want to do is. Now, I can't charge into a clinch, right?
No, because a charge is
That's
like
what you
a
said.
complex action, I think,
Right.
and a clinch is a simple.
Oh, so I could move to them and clinch.
Yeah, or you could charge and get the bonus dice and shank them.
How badly hurt is this person, as far as I can tell?
It's kind like they are picking themselves up in a little bit of a daze, as one would when a grenade goes off in close proximity. There's like 2 other people who are doing similar. The guys with the alphas seem to be behind cover.
Okay. So, what is in this room?
A couple of pieces of furniture that have been turned into various forms of cover. Most of them not so clean. It looks like there's like you come down the steps and then you go a little bit and then there's the main door to the building, which is actually moderately reinforced. You can see now that you're on the inside of it. The words. The 6 dudes are down here, and they look like all foxes. 2 of them have alphas. A couple have what look like predators. Now that you're way closer to them, they're all wearing nice ballistic masks, and they have made impromptu cover. There's a section of the ground that is nice and blasted from a grenade going off very recently, and slight and utter chaos.
Cool. Then I guess it was a -4 penalty to do a cold shot to something like an exposed neck or something, right?
No, neck is a lot higher than that, I think.
You could do like a vitals cold shot, which is -4 and +2 to your damage. But if you want something like stab them in the carotid artery, it's significantly more than that.
No, I'll do a charge and a cold shot on
Vitals?
vitals.
Okay. Wish you good luck, sir.
Yeah, me too, because I'm about to get shot to fuck.
Mm.
So attack modifier is going down.
Yeah, neck is -8. Christ. Although good
For-
effects.
But for what?
That a cold shot neck is -8, but you get stun body, willpower, body plus willpower free test to receive to resist, or they receive -10 to their initiative. They get bleed out, on point damage unresisted for every action they perform that is not first aid, until a successful logic plus first aid test. So yeah, essentially they start bleeding out and they move slower.
Bad times.
Yeah. But that's...
To be honest, -8 isn't bad as well, because that's still... I don't know what your thing is, but that would leave me with 10 dice to still hit them, which is decent.
Did you say they don't get their armor? Like it was just body and willpower?
That's for the stun, I think. It still resist damage as usual.
Nah.
Yeah, stun, body plus willpower free. That's it.
I mean, I would be at 13.
That's good, in fairness. That gives you... I mean, if you want to try it, that does give you plenty of... Oh no, you don't have edge though, do you?
No.
Could always
Yeah.
burn it.
I expect that to happen.
How
but
badly do
I
you
don't
want
It's gonna happen, but not on the first person I attack. Hopefully.
So, are you just going for a shank?
Jeez.
Choices.
Yeah, I'll go for the neck. I'll go right for the neck. It's kind of a bummer because it's not potentially missing out on kill damage.
Oh, if
But-
it makes you feel any better, it's a limit of 10 to their to how much damage you can do.
Mm. Which isn't exactly bad.
A limit of 10 to how much damage I can do?
Yeah, you basically the attack will never go above 10 when you do a cool. Most cold shots have them.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's like
It's an
hitting
after
jaw.
soak thing.
Yeah, like jaws are a 2, knee is 1, so 10 is pretty good.
All right. Claws in neck.
I hope they don't have a clause in their contract. Get out
3
of this.
hits. God damn it.
Yeah, taking negative
You
Venus
guys-
sucks.
Why don't you burn that edge?
No. Not yet. I'm gonna have to burn it as soon as everybody opens fire on me for being in the middle of them.
Well, I'll be in the middle of them as well next, so they'll hurt us together. I could leapfrog over you. Ouch.
So, as so many other
Ah.
times in your life, being short has come back to haunt you as they get up to their full height, and you just can't reach. Archon.
Right. I'm going to pull out my sword and run towards the closest person.
The one that was just attempted to be shanked in the neck? Or...
Well, no, one that's not next to him. If that's
Okay.
the closest one. Yeah.
So, another-
The closest one that is not being attacked by a gnome.
sure. You may go ahead and roll your stuff.
Cool. How hurt are they currently? Or how hurt do they look?
Some of them look kind of messed up. Some of them have pieces of various debris from, cover exploding, pieces of the floor coming flying up. You can totally pick out one of the more injured looking fellows and attempt to injure him more.
Yeah, I want someone who looks hurt enough that I could probably take him out, but not, easy.
Sure. You may
Alright,
find the weakest link.
excellent. I'll accept 5. 5 will do.
It's good you don't have a huge number of choices in that.
Yeah.
He manages to deflect your stabification.
My limit should. I was gonna say it would deflect it anyway, but my limit's actually 6 because I'm on jazz at the moment. Because it increases it by 1.
Does that increase your physical limit, or does that increase something else?
Physical limit.
All right. Well, that doesn't matter because your monosword
Yeah,
has an
it's,
accuracy.
Oh, of course. I forget it's different for that.
All right. So we're gonna break this up nice and even, and you guys are gonna get 3 apiece.
Okay.
Good news is they're gonna take small penalties because of you guys being in melee with them. But I mean,
Yep. Oh, they're shooting at. If they're shooting at me, I'll get a bonus as well. Oh,
oh, so you want me to shoot at you more? I understand.
it's fine. 7. 3. Oh, yeah, she said, reduce the range combat attacker and melee. That's for me. Yeah, so it's +1 defense is the one I'm using. Cool. So 2. Isn't there a third attack?
There is, but I was waiting to resolve these so we didn't get super ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
Because these are
Cool.
using the same damage code.
Yeah. That's not good. I'm going to re-roll that one.
All right.
And use point of edge. Let me just knock my edge off so I don't forget. So that's then 10 dice. Okay, so the first one goes down to a 3. And the second one, I dodge completely. Bollocks to that.
All right. Well, 11p, AP -5 on the first one.
Yep. $14.
Well, fuck you. That's really all I got in that situation.
That's fine.
Seriously, game? Alright,
I might just.
dodge -3.
Oh, ignore that. That's wrong. I didn't do -3.
Alright, good. I was really hoping that I got to kill you.
I did just as well. Because it's I get 1 defense, so it ends up being -2 total.
Where's Archon?
They're all attacking me now.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was supposed to be Ascend. I thought I copy and pasted it incorrectly.
I mean, I can dodge them if you want.
I mean, if you really want to take 6 shots from, many dudes, that's fine with me too.
This is what I do. It's Saturday nights, man. I mean, I'll let Sen do this.
Yep. Ascend if you want to go ahead and dodge -1. Let's see how well this goes. I hope it goes poorly, by the way.
I'll
Yeah.
be doing full defense.
Okay, so I'm going to go over here and take off 10 of your initiative.
Yeah, I almost did full defense. Then I was like, I'll see how it goes.
Hey, it's not rolling.
Rob, is that the Neo Fox's symbol in the initiative counter?
Maybe.
It is.
Isn't it great?
It is. I approve.
Asa, did you roll initiative, or did you just roll like...
Yeah, I rolled a 14.
Yeah.
Oh, then why are you at a 4?
Because I'm away at the staircase, I guess?
I don't
That's what
know.
I assumed.
Well, we'll see what happens at 14.
Uh,
Unless I changed it like an idiot, I don't know.
So.
I'm waiting
Well, I wasn't with them, technically.
Okay.
I was, like, at the staircase.
Yeah.
First, I was up at the medical room while they already went ahead, and then I went down after.
Let's get rid of some of my wonderful art here. Ascend?
Yeah, sorry.
Ian?
It's my macro's not working.
Oh my, well that's not how, oh, is that actually your dodge?
Full defense, yeah.
Wow, you're
Agile defender.
you're a jerk.
Damn. Mine only goes up to like 22.
Yeah, you're both jerks. You wanna
21
roll,
even.
you wanna roll one at one less than that? Yep. Alright.
RNGesus.
Mm.
Yeah, apparently being small gnome makes things super easy for you to not get murdered.
That one is against me as well.
Yes.
It's because everyone's trained to aim at chest height, which happens to be over the gnome's head.
It suddenly makes way more sense. All right. No, that's unfortunate. Acid, you were traveling downstairs. Did you want to do anything else this turn, or?
Well, what do I know is happening?
Many gunfight?
Well, I'm running down the stairs
Okay.
as far as I can make it towards them.
Sure. You can probably make it. What's your agility?
It's kind of high. It's
4. You could definitely make it to like the top of the stairs this round. Probably able to get line of sight on somebody, but doing so would potentially expose you to also being shot at.
Well, I mean, that's the price we pay, right?
I mean, sure. Yeah. No, Geek the Mage. Let's do it.
I would gonna like run down and then sort of use like sort of duck, so I can look over while not being like halfway down the stairs.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't reduce mine and the Fox's initiative, by the way.
No, he full defense, which is why I.
Well, they went down by 5 each turn. Or each round.
10.
Because I started at 21 and Fox started at 17.
Right. I haven't moved everybody down for end of round yet because Acid has not completed.
Yeah.
You're just coming down, Acid. You're not doing anything.
Well, you said I could make it towards the top of the stairs. I would assume that was my whole turn.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you didn't want to like summon another spirit or give it orders or something along those lines.
I mean, can I do that at the same turn?
Yes,
Well,
Simple
commanding
action
because-
to call the spirit.
commanding a
because
spirit
giving a
is
spirit
a simple
action.
right.
Yeah.
So it's like you can do it while you're running. Like, oh god, go do this, and then
I mean, that's probably a smart thing then. I would then tell it to assist my two compatriots. I mean,
all right,
Spirit has seen me walk around with them, so
They're not
Yeah.
fox ones.
so let me
Damn, that spirit is gonna hurt.
so he is on 8. Archon,
Okay, I'm gonna take another swing at the guy in front of me.
you may go ahead and apply sword to man.
Yep. Nah, that can't be last pretty edge, isn't it?
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah. Yeah, so 4 hits.
You're making me start to feel bad for you, Rob.
Why? You make it sound like these guys aren't about to just murder you all. It's a mono sword, right? So it's only reach of 1?
Yes.
Nope, he actually gets hit. So AP -3. 4 hits, so 9. And this was on one of the mostly injured dudes, so that will take him
Yeah.
down. He will squeal quite dyingly.
I'd like to think that as I'm just splitting him from like shoulder to hip, like completely diagonal.
They would appreciate that, given as how much they enjoy Japanese culture.
There you go. Just trying to help out.
You know, when your mouse begins dying, it's really hard to draw like click drag shapes. So I'm just going to stop. And I will use this ancient technique of paper to write things down.
Well, what's paper?
It's kind of like a tablet, but you throw it out after you finish with it.
That's basically a tablet for me.
I mean, if that's how you got to roll, that's how you got to roll.
Well, shit, why don't you throw one of those my way?
I don't know why. I just really can't. I can't stand tablets. It's weird.
Next time you're gonna throw one out, I'll give you my address. Go ahead and send it over.
Sounds good.
So tell me a little bit about your fire spirit. What's his general demeanor? What kind of guy would he like to go and murder? Acid?
Tricks.
well, the one who looks the most dangerous.
Okay. Let me take a quick look at the stats. Let us. So good news for him, he did not get fire hugs. That was going to be very unfortunate. And then bullet time.
For me or for
me?
For me shooting at them.
And I'm no longer in close combat, so I don't get my defense bonus anymore.
Yep.
Why did I have to kill the guy? It's fine, I'll take 1 hit.
1 hit is 9 PD.
B -5. Ouch.
Yeah, no, they are firing military grade APDS ammunition at you.
No, that's fair. I did not do well.
No, I love it.
Cool.
I'm gonna edge that.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
That was better. So 3.
3 stun.
That's and then it's 2 stun because of the thing I have.
The goofy geneware.
Yeah. Elastin. There you go. Cool. Okay, I'm at 4 stun.
And at -5, so it'll be a total of -6 to your avoidance.
Okay.
-5 for full auto, and an additional -1 for a second person shooting at you.
Yep. Which means I need to get 3/4 success to dodge that. So I'm gonna 4 defense. In that case.
Okay.
Which adds my agility on.
Yep.
So -6 plus 10, so +4. Wow. Okay, I guess I'm taking that last hit.
You don't want to spend your last edge on that?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Ooh.
Well,
That's rough.
I might be spending my last edge on this.
Ooh.
I mean, that's what, 5? 5 stun? Yeah, okay, that's annoying.
4 stun for you.
Yeah, 4 stun, that's gonna put me at, 1, 2, 3, -1 though. Yeah, I'll take the -1. 4 stun damage it is.
All right, and then God damn it!
Why couldn't I have gotten that roll?
Oh yeah, that's right. That doesn't work for whatever reason.
I do not know. Well, we can be generous
What?
here.
I am at -1 on this one, right?
On the second one, you are at -1, yes. Because it is the second attack that you have fired at. We can be generous, though, and that 1 will beat the 0 if you want to roll versus the 3.
Wait, was that 4 defense again?
It lasts
Yeah,
for the
we're
combat
around the
turn.
same. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
I mean,
super
that's
good.
just-
Yeah, I thought it was round.
No.
You had to do it each time.
No, it's not that insane.
I say, yeah, that does make it a
Um,
piece.
This guy actually has bigger problems. Because there's a fire spirit in his face. Do you, Acid? You want to go ahead and roll 11 or 6 to not get alpha'd on your fire spirit?
Alphard. What?
Yeah, Ares alpha'd.
Oh, yeah.
So 4 hits.
That
So
is 4 out of 6.
3. Double check to see how much armor he's got. So 2. You want to go ahead and roll 7 for him to soak a bunch of damage.
Wow.
Oh.
Uh,
Spirit.
Getting wrecked.
Good news. He still has 2 points of hardened armor left, so I believe that gets him 1 automatic soak, which puts him at 10 of 11 physical boxes. So he is technically still alive.
Kill me.
It's like, yes, master, I will do this for you. Oh God.
That hurts.
Yes. Acid, it is on your turn.
I will. How do I best murder a person?
I'm all
Magic.
about giant force million stun ball.
That's probably the way to go, huh? I mean, Toxic Wave does do direct physical damage, same as any other direct physical damage spell, with the additional 1 armor destroy. So
Well,
might as well use
Toxic Wave is also an
legendary.
AoE spell, so depending upon where you throw that, it could be extra good or extra bad.
And you have to roll for scatter, too.
Yeah.
So, how could I throw that into the enemies, preferably on top of the Ares Alpha guy, and not murder the humans of the party?
So it depends upon how big of a force, because the radius of your spell is dependent upon the force. A higher force spell is going to cover more area.
Yeah,
So
the radius is meters per
Right.
force.
So if you went with a lower force, you could definitely more cherry pick the alpha guys. It wouldn't
How
necessarily.
about force 4?
You can probably get either one. However, if you shoot the one with that your fire elemental is tangling with, you're going to hit your fire elemental as well.
Well, there's 2 of them, so might as well start with
With
the
the other
one where I
guy.
don't kill my own fire spirit.
Yeah. So you may go ahead and roll your spellcast.
Oh, that hurts. That's going to hurt a lot. That's 10
It's
damage.
it's limited by
Uh,
your force.
God damn it.
I mean, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, still pretty good. Damn it. That was going to one-shot the guy too.
Well, he does get his various things to not be melted horribly.
Maybe. Wait, that is not how you roll that.
You definitely do not have 77 drain dice, I'm pretty sure.
For that.
It's close.
I mean, it's basically the same thing. And then finally, we'll come down to Ascend.
Well, he gets to resist that.
He
Body.
dodged. He rolled.
Oh, what do you dodge? What?
It's an indirect
Six
spell.
successes.
It's like a gunshot.
Why does he have 6 hits on his dodge? No.
Because he rolled 10 dice and.
Damn it.
He got lucky.
Yeah.
So this is where the game gets fun for Rob.
I mean, there were some crazy rolls earlier, too, so.
But this is
I
where
hope
you
you
actually get to
guys-
hurt us.
Didn't plan on surviving. I didn't.
It
I
is
mean,
your
we
turn.
knew when we jumped in the middle that was not a good idea.
I mean, it's not. All is not lost yet. Don't worry.
Have you used your grenades yet?
Still got one more, but we're kind of all in the middle.
This is a cold shot vitals.
Okay.
Damn.
So damage is 11.
That's clearly not how that works.
I like that one. Let's go stick with that one.
Well, don't worry. I didn't do much better.
That's okay too.
Um,
So 16.
Yep, that guy is super dead. Let me go ahead and make a quick notation on the table here. And we will cinematically slide on over to the other building with interchange and see what he is up to.
So if I move through the suppressing fire, I need to make some kind of test reaction and edge, is it?
Reaction plus edge to not get hit by the
Yeah.
bullets with a threshold equal to their hits, which was 3.
Right.
Or else you just soak base weapon damage. Which in this case is an
but
AK.
right now I'm in full cover, right?
Yeah, right now it is not doing anything to you except keeping you from uh, kind of moving and interfering with your capability to communicate, given as there's the sound of many bullets being fired.
Right. He shot at me earlier, right?
Yeah, he shot at you, and his buddy definitely threw a knife at you.
6 bullets before?
I'm sorry.
Uh,
Oh,
like
six.
he.
Yeah,
6
it was
bullets.
it was some version of full auto that mechanically works out the 6 bullets.
Well,
I don't think you were sitting there counting them as you were running through the area, but
well, I have the only normally with a character I'd say no, but I have a logic 7 and intuition 7, so
Kami does fun things to.
yeah, well, fair enough.
But yes,
I guess the important part is Tabby within the suppressing fire.
no, she is outside of that. Like you ran back
I
into
hang
the
out?
cloud, and he just started opening up in that general area.
Then I just hang out until he stops shooting.
Okay, you're just gonna stick behind there for a second.
Yeah.
All right, so about 5 or 6 seconds go by, bullets are popping into everything, and you will hear that exciting click, click as he has run that clip dry.
Yeah, and then I charge him.
Okay. You may go ahead and do a couple of things. First of all, we'll be rolling a dodge as his knife-wielding friend throws a knife at you as you come around the corner.
Can he see me through the smoke?
He can, because of a reason that I tried to roll earlier.
That's
When you
fine.
roll
I
six- yeah.
I just wanted to remind you that the
Yep.
smoke was in the room with them. That's all.
That's right, he
do I
is.
still have my full defense? Well, I guess we didn't even roll initiative, so.
Yeah, we didn't roll initiative. I imagine we're going to finish this off probably rather cinematically in a moment, and then that will probably be...
Jesus.
Yep, another knife will go flying by you. You give a quick glance to where he is, which is kind of behind a couch that is turned around backwards, and his eyes have a that weird mage stare action going on. So he is currently dual-natured and a sensing.
Right.
That's dangerous for you.
And you may roll your stabification.
I think I'm going to charge him instead, because the other guy has to reload and all that, so.
Sure.
Yeah. So I get a charge on him?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus.
Yikes. Good news. Add up to bullshit.
Well, apparently I hate magic users. I don't know.
Not good enough add up to bullshit.
Your stupid magic confuses me and enrages me.
Your accuracy is 8, so you are 415. Yeah, no, that hurts. He is still alive, but ever so barely.
Okay, I just hang out right next to him.
Meanwhile, other guy is simple action, eject clip, simple action, insert new clip.
Yep.
Do you want to roll initiative real quick, and we'll see.
Sure thing.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I only need to be faster than him.
This is true. You may go ahead and see if you can finish him off before it is.
Actually, because I assume that I hurt him really badly.
You sure
so
did.
I'm gonna actually switch over to the guy who just reloaded his gun and will likely full auto me. I don't want that. So we're gonna charge across the room at that guy.
Okay. This guy will get an attempted interpose action.
Okay.
Um,
Was that he attacks me and I try to avoid it?
basically, yeah.
Cool. Hopefully he's got enough penalties.
You kidding me?
I guess I'll go full defensive because it doesn't really affect anything right now.
Well, it'll take you down an
Yeah.
initiative pass.
Jesus.
Yep, you have managed to not get shanked as you dive across the room to the guy that's ever so quickly reloading.
the usual, just crazed screaming. Oh my god. Apparently, stabbing Tabby has now thrown me into a berserker rage.
Yeah, no, he looks really dead. Hold on. 5, 16. No, he's still up.
Okay.
He is then going to attempt to shoot you. He is.
Sure. Yeah.
Them dice.
Yeah. Legends will tell of this night.
Right?
I am going to counterstrike him.
You may attempt to, sir.
So,
That's your reaction plus weapon skill there, the 17.
yep.
Oof. Alright. I'm not 100% sure how that works on the tie, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go to you in this situation.
Yeah, maybe neither of us hit.
I don't know.
I'm
I like
okay.
the idea because it's incredibly cinematic and it doesn't truthfully matter all that much as he goes to shank you and we have the ninja crossing and you guys kind of like stand there for a moment before his guts go blood goes flying everywhere and it's like ugh.
Nice.
Raw, on a matchup, you fail at counter striking.
Oh. So he hits me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woohoo! And that's actually +2 because of Counter-Strike if memory serves.
I thought that was on the next turn.
I don't know, let me pop it open real quick. Counter.
Or no, I
Either
think
that or
you're
it's
right.
riposte.
No, I think you're right. So I need to soak something. Here's where things might go poorly.
I mean, he's not like monstrously strong, but
Right.
you
But
know,
I am also quite frail.
that's good. I like it when you're frail, so that I can hopefully shank you.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
I take 1 damage.
that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
We probably should have written down initiative as I scroll up here to look,
I got a 23, which went to a 13.
which then
he got a
went to
22.
a because
Counter
Counter-Strike
strike
is
minus
7.
7.
So you're at 6.
Yeah.
He is at 17, and then 7. And Dakaman, I believe, has a yeah, he's got a 16, so he's able to go again.
Hmm.
Dakaman will Daka.
Oh, mine's. Yeah. Oh shit.
Easier to soak at least.
Another 1.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Here we
Yeah.
go, boys.
It is all you, sir.
I am going to. I'm gonna swing at the guy with the gun. I don't like that.
You don't like being shot.
Yeah.
Well, let's do our dangers.
This is probably gonna be him. Yep, nope, that's him.
Mm.
That is unfortunate. And then it is Knife Man
Indeed.
with 5.
I'm gonna counterstrike him again.
All right.
There you go.
And I believe that's him anyway, because I think you did a pile
Yeah,
of damage to him
10
last.
to him before.
All right, so you will murderize this man. Oh, that's right, you did 10, and he was like body 5 because that bullshit. Yeah, no, that will take him down, and you are left heaving like, oh dear God, in a room with 2 dead men, and Tabby looking at you like, what did you do? And some triad men who were looking moderately confused. And that seems like a good place to call it for this week, because it's now 1:15 in the morning. And hopefully we can get into the basement next week, and maybe I can murder you guys.
Or maybe we survive.
I
Just
don't
throwing that
know.
out there.
Like,
You
Trix is the
seem to
optimistic.
cling to that idea.
I don't. It seems a little hit or miss in a couple of different areas, right?
I mean, I sure do like being alive. Just saying.
Just
I really felt that I was dying this week.
I would, in fact, go so far as to say that I like being alive so much that I would consider stopping fighting and running away.
I don't think that's anything we would do.
Yeah,
bravely
I'm aware
run
of
away.
it, but I'm just saying that I would do that, even.
I love how
if
Acid
they
is like
not do that.
on these stairs and like contemplating life.
No,
They're just running in there. They're just running in there. Why are they just running in there?
What are they doing? But thank you guys, and we will